Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alva, and if you're not new here, then welcome back, you guys. Today I have a video that I have been wanting to film for a while, and I'm finally gonna do it, and it is my personal tips and my experience on getting a flatter, a smaller stomach. I went ahead and took some little notes on my phone. Look at this phone case though. This is my collaboration with Enchanted Covers. It says, I'm gonna try to flick you guys off. My nail broke. It says baby gains. I don't know if you can see it, but it's super adorable. From my experience, I did lose like 30 plus pounds, and within this time range, it's been almost a year. I'm about to have a year actually. Yes, I'm about to have a year in April, and I've just learned some things here and there. So this is just my advice. I am not a professional. I am not licensed in any type of nutrition, etc. I'm not a dietitian. These are just my personal tips and my personal advice, and I do a lot of videos like this on my channel, so if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. First thing I have is fat loss. Understanding fat loss. I think if you understand fat loss and weight loss, you will have a wider, open-eyed perspective on getting a smaller stomach. So genetically, we all carry fat in different places on our body. We carry fat all over our body. Some of us carry more fat in our stomach. Some of us carry more fat in our legs, our butt, our arms, you know, boobs for some girls. Whatever it may be, we all carry fat differently. If you just carry more fat in your stomach, like by nature, you're going to have more chances, a harder time getting that fat off. So you kind of have to see what your problem area is going to be, and if it's your stomach, if you feel like you carry a lot of fat in your stomach, then you're just going to have to be patient with fat loss and understand it's going to take time to actually have real results. I know that in a fantasy world, we would like to be like, I want to lose fat right here, but I want to keep my butt and I want to keep my legs, my thighs, whatever it may be, but that's not how it works. Fat loss takes time and body recomposition, so changing your body just takes time in general. For example, when I first lost 30 pounds, I kind of really slimmed down, and I feel like not that I didn't have any really curves, but at first I was just a little bit, I went from being like overweight and being like pretty curvy and thick to like being just kind of slim, and then from there I had to work my way up to building a little bit more muscle, etc. That's gonna really give you a smaller stomach, not like waist trimmers and teas. Those are all things that could help and could for example help you out. Let's say you have a pool day and you don't need like permanent results, but you just want to be able to sweat a little bit more from your stomach. Okay, use one of those sweatbands that will, you know, really help you get some sweat going on in your stomach area. Take an antibiotic, take one of those slimming teas that will de-bloat you. They basically make you go to the bathroom, which therefore you aren't bloated and your stomach looks smaller. In my opinion, for fat loss, the two best ways to go about it is cardio, working out in general, and nutrition. So if you want to get a smaller stomach, if you want to lose weight, lose fat, I do think implementing some cardio, whether it be running, treadmill, Stairmaster, those are all very helpful things to cutting down some fat. But also, if you want to keep some curves, if you want to work on growing your booty, if you want to work on having some definition in your arms, having some definition in your legs, you do want to weight train, you do want to lift some weights, and that will really help you out as well. Let me add real quick that ab exercises, those are going to help you build core strength, and once you get down to a good amount of body fat where you could see your abs, they're gonna help making your abs more visible. But if you still have a good layer of fat, low-key me, I still have a pretty decent good layer of fat on my belly. I'm not expecting my six-pack, if I even have one, I'm not expecting my abs to really show like that, because we all have abs. Yes, we all have abs, but they're usually covered by some fat. If you find yourself always bloated, most likely it's something in your diet. So nutrition is the biggest key, honestly, in fat loss. So make sure that you have an eating plan going on, whether it be you count macros, whether it be you eat clean so you don't eat any junk food, etc. Next tip, which is more of a tip, is drink a lot of water. And I know you guys probably hear this all the time, but I think people underestimate it and they kind of like push it to the side. 2-3 liters a day flushes out the toxins in your body. Water in general obviously keeps you hydrated. It is very, very good for your health. I like to track my water to make sure I'm getting enough water in, but I could tell that when I am not drinking water, I just get bloated more easy, and my meals just feel so much more heavy when I'm not drinking water. So I try and drink at least 2 liters a day. Then a way to motivate yourself to drink water is I always like to carry a water bottle, whether it be like an actual bottle that I have that I put water in it, or whether it be like these type of water bottles. I always have them with me. Like, if you know me, I feel so bad using all this plastic, but if you know me, you know that I always have water. Like, I have a water bottle always in my hand. I always travel with a water bottle. I try and get 2 waters in at the gym. I try and get a full water bottle before I go to bed. Water. My other tip is, if you're trying to look real flat stomach-y for like the beach or whatever it be, try and really cut down on junk food. In general, it's nice to cut down on junk food, but if you're someone who likes to eat a lot of candy, who likes to eat a lot of fast food, try and cut down a bit on that, because to me that plays a really big role in bloating and in just feeling like your stomach, like feeling like there's a lot of fat around your stomach. I feel like junk food, it contributes a lot to having belly fat. From my experience, I remember when I used to eat a lot of fast food. Even till this day, I'll still have fast food here and then. Whenever I have fast food or whenever I have junk food, almost immediately I feel more bloated, and I feel just like a little sick, because obviously it's usually not very nutritious. It's not very good for you, and if you're always eating junk food, chances are you're always going to feel bloated, and you're always going to feel like that kind of like gross feeling, and you're gonna definitely feel that and see that in your belly. Another thing is your metabolism and your digestive system plays a really big role in how you're feeling on your belly, and if you have a lot of like a big belly fat. But your digestive system helps a lot. I know this might be a little bit gross, it might be a little bit TMI, but if you have a hard time going to the bathroom, that could contribute to a really big fact to why you feel like your belly is big, or why you're always bloated. I feel like ever since I changed my lifestyle, and ever since I've ate better and I work out and I try and be more active throughout the day, my digestive system has improved so much. Also with eating more nutritious food, eating a lot of leafy greens, that all has really helped in my digestive system and metabolism. For me, a lot of water, getting activity, whether it be walking. Sometimes I like to just be active after a meal, especially when I have a really big meal. I like to not necessarily go on a walk, but if I'm in my house, I try and move around. If you go out to the mall or you go out with friends and you have a big meal, I try not to just stay in that spot. As soon as we leave the restaurant, I try and walk around, get a little bit of movement, because I feel like that really helps breaking down the food. Make sure you chew your food and you don't just gulp it down within minutes, because that plays a big role in feeling bloated as well. Try and get a good amount of fiber in your diet. A lot of vegetables are great for fiber, so definitely get your veggies in, get nutritious food in. I have a hard time with this myself just because I count macros, so I could sometimes be very if it fits my macros type of mentality, and I'll have Cheerios or Lucky Charms and things of that nature in my food, and then I'll be I haven't had any veggies, I need to have some veggies today. So having very nutritious foods, because it helps with your fiber. If you're gonna have a protein bar, try and see where that fiber amount is at. Little things, I like to call these hacks for, let's say I'm gonna go to the beach in 2 days, or I'm gonna go to the pool in 2 days, and I just kind of want to try and minimize my belly as much as I can. It's not permanent results. Those waist trimmers, not a waist trainer, because those are very uncomfortable. They have these actual waist thingies that you put her. I haven't really used them. I haven't used them in forever, but I've seen people do it. They basically make you sweat like crazy in your belly, and I can imagine how that will help for if you're gonna go to the pool later with your friends that day. If you go work out, if you go run, wear one of those things. It'll kind of help you sweat in that area. Taking those slimming teas that you see all over Instagram, you don't have to buy one of those. I know there's a lot of alternatives on Walmart, and things that will basically just a tea or even black coffee straight. It'll help you clear out your belly because it makes you go to the bathroom. So if you have something like that the day before, it'll help you clear out your belly. And then the day of, avoid like processed foods as much as possible. And I say like avoid because I know for most part, for general lifestyle, it's kind of hard to like never have processed foods, or it's kind of hard to like you know, never have like bread or things of that nature. I just had a protein shake and a Lenny and Larry's cookie. I had half of one and I got a belly going on right now, but I try and time my food. If I knew I was gonna go to the pool, I wouldn't have had that. I probably would have had just the protein shake and not even the cookie, even though protein shakes themselves bloat you. This is another thing, you need to understand that everyone gets bloated, and even like the most fitspo person that you follow who takes like those really pretty photos, you know, I'm guilty of trying to get my best angles too. I think most people want to get their best angles, but understand that usually everybody, after they have a big meal or after they have a meal, you're gonna have a belly. And most people, you suck it in, you flex for your photos. So don't let like Instagram brainwash you into thinking that like we're like people are like perfect little robots. You know, we capture the best of ourselves for the most part. Generally, getting a smaller stomach, it's going to take some time. What teas do I recommend? I like taking a lot of different teas. I like regular green tea that I pick up at Walmart. I like chamomile tea, although that's before bed. And I also take like this one Mexican like powder that helps you like clean out your system. I'm proud to say though that my metabolism is pretty good now. It's pretty good that I really do not have to resort to like having too much of it. I have it at a very like small rate, and I do like Timmy blends. I do work with Timmy blends, but they are not sponsoring this bit. It's just their tea generally is really good, and it does help you with bloating. I don't have any like of those waist things to recommend you guys though, because I haven't used it in a long time. I just see it a lot on Instagram and I get the gist of it. Those are not going to give you permanent results. The only thing that is going to give you permanent results is nutrition and training and just in general lifestyle. Other things I recommend is taking an antibiotic and taking vitamins. I used to take an antibiotic all the time. I ran out. I need to restock. I don't remember what exactly my brand was. I will find it and I'll put it in my description box, but I picked it up at GNC, and it's basically an antibiotic and basically helps your digestive system and your stomach. I also used to take apple cider vinegar. I haven't in a while. I do plan on taking it because again, it helps with your entire like digestive system and your stomach. So apple cider vinegar, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I've tried it. I think it does a decent job in helping. They are higher in calories, so be aware of that. But if you could get yourself a nice cold pressed juice, as opposed to like, if you're okay with substituting some carbs like fries or some carbs like a tortilla, etc., for a cold pressed juice, I find those to be really beneficial with my digestive metabolism. Just make sure it's a good cold pressed juice and it's like legit and actually nutritious and not just like BS. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about Jamba Juice. No shade to Jamba Juice, but not talking about Jamba Juice. Talking about actually cold pressed juices. There's a company here called Skinny Fats in Vegas that I like to go and pick up their cold pressed juices. Alright guys, so with that being said, this concludes the video. I really hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot. And if you haven't joined me here and you would like to, join me here on YouTube, the YouTube family. I do have more videos on like how I started my fitness journey, weight loss mistakes, weight loss tips and whatnot, and I'll go ahead and list them down below in the description bar. So yeah, that basically sums up the video. Thank you so much for tuning in, for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that I will see you guys next time. Bye!